Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Emulating the Master. Yes, welcome back to episode 8 of Emulating the Master. I'm Wes, and today you will see us take on Ipswich in the second round of the Carabao Cup and Cardiff in the Sky Bet Championship. Now, since we was last with you, we've had 3 games played and we've had some good results and some not so good results. In the first episode of the new season, we lost 2-0 away from home against Fulham. We then won our next game against Huddersfield, who was relegated with us from the Premier League last year. We beat them 2-0 at home, and then we followed that up with a 1-0 away win against Derby. That was a shock win, the Derby win. An 84th minute goal from Tom Carroll. We weren't favourites for that match, and we managed to hold off Derby and then nick a winner right near the end. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it 3 wins on the bounce. We lost 2-0 at home to Wolves. Wolves were all over us. There wasn't a lot we could do to keep them out. And unfortunately, we went down 2-0. 2 first half goals from them. But hopefully we can make things count in the Carabao Cup second round today against Ipswich. Now, since you was last with us as well, we've had 2 new transfers in to the club. We've had Kevin Long in from Burnley for £1.4 million. He's a 28-year-old Irish centre-back who can also play at right-back. He's got a 3-star current and potential ability. He will be backup in defence for us. And also another defender, a youngster, Matthew Pennington, in from Everton for £1.5 million. He's 23 years old, 2.5-star current ability, but with 3.5-star potential ability. He will start as backup for us, but if he starts to play well, then we will play him more regularly. He has been brought in because he adheres to the homegrown player status that we were sorely lacking in at the beginning of the season. I have had to revamp the squad with a couple of extras and bring in some of the players from the under-23s just to make the numbers up, because we weren't conforming to the selection criteria. Now, before we go on to our first match of the day, I will let you know about a new series that I'm potentially going to be starting on this channel. I did mention it towards the end of the first season of Emulating the Master. I am looking at starting a series where I will try and take Grimsby Town from League 2, where they start in the game, up to the Premier League and try and get them into the Champions League. It will be a long task and it will be very difficult, but I think it would make a good series. Grimsby Town are my local side, so I thought maybe doing something in keeping with the area would be quite good. I know there's a lot of Grimsby Town fans out there on YouTube that enjoy watching videos about their club, so hopefully that will appeal to those guys. I just enjoy playing Football Manager, and I've tried taking Grimsby up to the Premier League before, and I have struggled to do it, but I do enjoy the challenge in the lower leagues. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to get that out maybe next week, or maybe later on this week. I intended originally for that to start on Monday, but that was in the event that Emulating the Master had to end because I was sacked from Swansea, not realising that I would be kept on a month-to-month contract. So that idea has been shelved, but I would like to run it alongside the Emulating the Master series. So if you guys want to let me know in the comments, would you rather see it as a 1 week doing Emulating the Master and then 1 week doing the Grimsby save, or would you like me to alternate from day to day each series so we get a little bit of each series each week? Let me know down in the comments. and I'll take your comments on board, and then we'll have a look over the next couple of days and see about starting the new series. Okay, so our starting 11 for the Carabao Cup game against Ipswich. We have had a change in formation. I didn't think that the 4-1-2-3 formation was working as we got hammered on the first day of the season against Fulham. So I thought I'd go for a bit more of a defensive formation, and it seemed to work because we got 2 wins against Derby and Huddersfield. So the starting 11 are as follows: Fabianski in goal, Fernandes, Pennington and McShane at the back, wing backs of Jung and Marin. We were playing Paid at right wing back, but he picked up an injury in the last game against Wolves, so we've brought in Sebastian Jung to cover for him there. And then a midfield of Roque Mesa, Sebastian Rode and Tom Carroll, and up front we've got McBurney and Wilson. We're playing on a standard mentality, flexible, with no team instructions. That, I think, has been vital to the fact that we have been winning, because the players aren't getting confused with all the different team instructions. As we go through the game, I may fiddle with the team instructions depending on how the match is going, but we shall see how it goes. And on the bench we've got Lewis Thomas, Todd Kane, Lucas Lima, Carnahan, Kevin Long, Sheikh Mbengi and Hesse. So, on to the match. As you can see, Ipswich have gone with a classic 4-4-2. So hopefully we should be able to find some weaknesses in this formation and pick the win up today. Yeah, I've found with this new formation that we are a bit more solid at the back, and as well we do hold the ball better in midfield. So hopefully we should have some better fortune. We've given away a penalty, just like first game of the season, literally minutes in, and Fabianski saved it. That was a good save by Fabianski to keep it at 0-0. Fabianski did actually save a penalty during the Huddersfield game, I believe it was. Roque Mesa into McBurney. McBurney's put the ball in the back of the net. We're 1-0 up. That's his first goal of the season, first goal for Swansea City. And Marin with the throw, put it across to Carroll. Carroll played it into Mesa. Mesa put it forward to McBurney, and he just slotted it in from close range. Nice, well-worked goal from us there. Are they going to rue the chances that they missed with that penalty? That was our first shot on target, our first shot of the game, and it was a goal. Yeah, McBurney again to Rode, into Carroll. Carroll back out to Jung, who crosses it in. Nobody there. Now it's back to Carroll, out to Marin. Mesa plays it through to Wilson, and Wilson's put us 2-0 up. Great goal by Wilson there. And we're 2-0 up 16 minutes in. You can see what I mean about the way we're holding the ball in midfield better now that we've switched this formation round. And Wilson has scored a couple of goals. I think that's 2 goals for us now this season. We had 2 shots, 2 on target and 2 goals. That's fantastic ratios there. We've only had 45% of the possession, so we're making it count more than Ipswich. And they've just headed over. This is the sort of performance I wanted. This could actually be the first time you've seen us win on camera. Correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am wrong. McBurney's just headed straight at the goalkeeper. And we've got a corner. Rode plays it to Carroll. Back to Rode. Wilson. Was that a cross or a shot? I don't really know which. I'm going to keep it on standard for now, because we seem to be controlling the game. All the highlights seem to be falling to us. And at half time we're 2-0 up. I've just started as well letting my assistant manager do the team talks, and it seems to be having the desired effect. So maybe I'm not very good at team talks. I must admit, since McShane has come into the back 4, he's a back 3 now, we have been a lot more solid. I knew bringing someone in like McShane, who has plenty of experience at this level, would have paid dividends in the end. I didn't expect it to happen quite so quickly, but he has had a couple of good games for us. I mean, I know we're only early on in the season, but he has played really well, and he's looking like a bargain already. You watch, he'll give away a penalty and get sent off now. I've said that. And if we can keep them just heading over like that, then we'll be happy for the rest of the game. Big ball forward from Fabianski. Carroll plays it forward to Wilson. Wilson crosses in, McBurney at the far post. Back to Wilson and straight at the keeper. We're playing really, really well. I don't really want to make any changes, but I am going to, just to give a few more players a run out. I'll give them another 5-10 minutes and see how things go. Rode picks the ball up in midfield, plays it to McBurney. Messer to Carroll and Wilson. Wilson picks up the ball again and he shoots just wide. Wilson should be doing better with these chances. That's two now that he's squandered. He needs to be a bit more clinical. And it's 2-1 now. Anderson just looked like he looped the ball over Fabianski. We'll see more in the replay. Yeah, just a looping header over Fabianski. I don't think he was expecting it. Right, I think now we will make the changes that we've conceded, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop us back onto a counter mentality and go structured. I'm going to take Marin off because he's not had a very good game, and we're going to bring Mbengi on. Mbengi's not a very good wing back. We are trying to train him up to make him better in that position. That's why Marin has been playing, because he's more natural in that position. Still not completely natural in that position, but he's better in that position than Mbengi. I think as well we're going to take Fernandez off and bring Carnahan, and I think we're not going to mess with the team instructions for now. Just change the mentality and see how that works. That's a good tackle by Rode. Plays it up to Wilson. Wilson down the left hand side, and I don't know what that was. We could do with another goal just to make sure that we get the win. I mean, looking at the stats, we are mugging Ipswich. They've had more shots. They've had the same amount of shots on target, and they've had more of the possession. But we're the ones winning. We've put more balls in the back of the net than they have, and that's what counts. We're going to make another change. I'm going to bring Wilson off because he's been a bit wasteful towards the end, and I'm going to bring Hesse on. He's not a natural striker, but he's the best option we've got at the moment. Maybe might be able to inject a bit of pace up front. Fabianski's picked up a knock by the looks of things, but he managed to save it there. We've only got 4 minutes of stoppage time to hold out for this win. A good header out by Carnahan. That's it, it's full time. Well, we've won 2-1 and we've advanced to the third round of the Carabao Cup. We will have the draw before the next game, so I'll come back to you with the draw. Okay, so here we are ready to draw the third round of the Carabao Cup. What I'll do is I will draw each team until we come out and our opponents come out, and then I will automatically just draw all the rest of the teams after that. Hopefully we won't get a Premiership side. I don't know if there's any lower league teams still in. Oh, looks like we have an away clash against Sheffield Wednesday. That sounds winnable. At least we didn't get anyone like Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United. So we should stand a good chance of progressing into the fourth round. And I'll just draw all the rest of the teams. Oh, that's a good draw. Chelsea, Man City. That means we're going to get rid of one of those quite early on. That's a good sign. Okay, so you'll rejoin us when we're ready for the next match, which is against Cardiff in the Sky Bet Championship. Okay, just before we go into our second match against Cardiff away from home, a couple of ins and outs to tell you about. We managed to sign Diafra Sakho on loan from West Ham. Many of you may know him, Senegalese international. He's got a 3.5 current and potential ability. He's a target man, or we've signed him to be a target man. He prefers to play as an advanced forward, so he can play in either position up front. We signed him because McBurney went out on loan to Millwall, and I think Diafra Sakho is a better quality player anyway, which he is. We also managed to secure the free transfer of Conor Grant, a former Everton youth player who's spent the last few seasons in League 2 and League 1 on loan. He's there as a backup. Also, he conforms with our homegrown player status. So that was another reason why we signed him, because McBurney being out on loan, he allocated one of our homegrown player spots in the squad. So we needed somebody else who we could bring in that was of a similar sort of ability to McBurney, but obviously in a different position, but he still occupies that last spot for the homegrown player status. So, on to today's second match against Cardiff. It's the Welsh derby, and our starting 11 are as follows. Lucas Fabianski in goal. He did pick up a knock in the last game, but he's more than capable of playing through. Then we've got a back three of Fernandes, Pennington and McShane, with Jung and Marin as the wing-backs, Messer, Rode, Carroll in the midfield, and Sakho making his first start for the club as a target man, and Wilson as the advance forward. As you can see, Conor Grant has come onto the bench, which means we've got Lewis Thomas, Todd Kane, Lucas Lima, Conor Grant, Kevin Long, Mbengi and Jeremy on the bench. Again, we're going with standard mentality and flexible team shape. Okay, as you can see, Cardiff are lining up in a 4-2-3-1, and we're sticking with our 5-3-2. And off we go. Hopefully we can get a similar sort of result as what we did against Ipswich. We do currently sit in 10th place as things stand, and Cardiff are in 6th. So a win for us would propel us up the table into at least the playoffs, if not the automatic promotion spots, which is where we need to be. Also, because we had a points tally we had to get to in the next 5 games, this is game number 5. So we need at least a draw here to keep the job at Swansea. So this could potentially be the last game of the series. Let's hope not, fingers crossed. As things stand, it's been quite quiet. 35 minutes in, we've had 2 shots, none on target, not even a highlight to show you. But still, 0-0 is a draw, which means we get a point, and we keep the job because we've already picked up 2 wins and we need to get 7 points. So we've got 6 points already, just the 1 point needed. 0-0 at half time. I'm going to actually do my team talk, and I'm going to say keep it up, lads. More of the same. A win would be nice, but I just want to keep the job as things stand. A quiet start to the second half so far. Cardiff are edging it on possession. They've had more shots on target than us, and more shots. But with Fabianski in goal, we're doing okay at the moment. 63 minutes in, still 0-0. I think maybe it might be time to make some changes. Rocker Messer is knackered, so we're probably going to bring him off. We'll give Conor Grant, we'll give Conor Grant a debut. But we'll play him as a deep line playmaker and bring Carroll across as the box-to-box midfielder. Wilson not having the best of games, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him off, leave Sakho where he is, and bring Jeremy on. But I'm going to play Jeremy as a poacher on attack. And I'm going to go with counter, because seeing as Cardiff are edging it on possession, we might be able to get them on the break. I'm going to change the tempo to higher and bring the closing down up to much more. And we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully this is just it was a head over. Oh no, it was a save by Fabianski. It's a corner and no highlight, which is what we wanted to see. Jung's picked up the ball. This could be a first highlight for us here. Grant loses the ball, not good. And now Cardiff are coming at us and they've shot wide. Grant needs to be able to hold onto the ball better than that. I know it's his debut, 81 minutes in, still no change to the scoreline. So I'm going to put us on attacking, so I want to try and steal a win. And I'm going to make one last substitution. I am going to, I don't know what to do. I'm going to bring on Lucas Lima for Tom Carroll. And I'm going to put Lucas Lima as an advanced playmaker on support. See if he can... in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Lucas Lima forward as an advanced playmaker, playing just in behind the two strikers, and see if that makes a difference. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will make a positive difference. I could have just cost myself my job there, but in for a penny, in for a pound. Now, could this be a highlight for us? Fabianski can play the ball forward to Sacco. Fernandez picked up the ball. Oh, Marin plays the ball forward to Sacco. Grant into Lucas Lima. Lima plays it forward across to Jeremy. Bit too far. And Grant has scored the winning goal on his debut. What a goal. What a debut from Conor Grant. Good ball across from Lima. Was it actually a little bit too far for Jeremy? But he managed to play it back across to Grant, and a great finish. That's put us 1-0 up, and now it's time to go back to counter. Play it safe. Go back to counter. That's put us into 4th place. Level on points with the 3 teams above us. We just need to hold on now. Good save by Fabianski there. Could we go and grab a second? Sacco holds on, plays it to Jung, who tries to run forward into Lima. Could we have the first episode where we win both games? Two minutes to go, and I'm just so nervous that we're not going to hold on. Oh, and Lennon just over. Come on. Good interception. Grant plays it forward to Sacco. That's it. Just safely back to Fabianski. That's it. Just kick it out. Launch it out. That's got to be it now. Come on. Blow your whistle, ref. That's it. It's all over. Oh, what a win. What a game. So I think we can safely say I've kept my job. I will confirm that. Yep, there we go. Reach a points target. The board are delighted to inform you that following the promise you made them, they are now satisfied you've done your utmost to keep it. They are now pleased that you have delivered on the agreed points total, and we're particularly impressed that you exceeded their expectations, not seeing an impressive 9 points in 5 matches. As a result of your improvements you have made as manager, the board have cancelled any plans to relieve you of your role at the club. Going forward, the board hope you won't give them reason to regret the decision. Well, hopefully not. Now, am I going to be cheeky and ask for a new contract? I think I should. Let's have a look. See what they'll give me. See if they'll give me a new contract. I'd like a new contract, so it's important you see that I'm committed to the club and that the club is committed to me. Yes, we agree that the players need to be convinced of a stable club. Are they going to offer me a new contract? That's good. That's good. Right, so let's have a look at these negotiations. In fact, you don't need to see the negotiations. Right, that's been a fantastic episode. 2 matches, 2 wins, and the new contract, and we've kept the job. So the series goes on. If you like that, please give it a big thumbs up. Please like and subscribe for more Football Manager 18 content, and thank you very much for watching.